Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a little mukbang Q&A, as you can probably tell from the title. Yeah, I asked some questions on my Instagram over the week and got a lot of things back. So yeah, gonna go through them. Got a lot of questions if I can find my phone. I've got some sushi, which I'm gonna be eating along the way. I've got a lot, but I'm not gonna eat all of that because I probably will be sick and I am hungover. So I've got myself a little iron brew as well to wash it down with. So let's go. I need to put some soy sauce on here first. How do I open it? Okay, let's get into it. First question. Ooh. Okay, first question. Literally have a lot, a lot. Okay, first question. Do you find first dates fun or stressful? Stressful. Actually, no. The idea of first date is stressful. The whole idea of meeting someone and that being your first thing. That is not a vibe. But I think it depends on the first date. Once you're there, if it's fine, great. But the idea of a first date, not a vibe. Usually you have to get a bit pissed. Or just have a few drinks before. But yeah, not a vibe. Next one was, we'll move on from that because it's kind of, what's your ideal first date? To be honest, just dinner and drinks. Not really that. I'm not really on a first date, I don't really want to be doing anything active. I think because I can get a bit competitive and I think that's just not necessary for a first date. But yeah, dinner and drinks I'd say. Or even just drinks. Might be where your vibe is, but probably dinner as well because otherwise you could get a bit pissed. A bit too pissed and embarrass yourself for a first date. Yeah, dinner and drinks for sure. But you can just get to know each other then. I think cinema is probably the worst thing to do on a first date because you're sitting there for 2 hours not talking to each other. It's really unsociable. Whereas dinner and drinks, you have a thing and you're in a restaurant, you're surrounded by more people, there's more going on, there's less opportunity for it to be awkward because you've got waiters coming over, drinks are flowing, there's things like that. So personally, just a vibe. Next one was, interesting. If you could travel to any year in a time machine, where would you choose and why? Fucking hell. I think anything I say is going to be problematic. But probably the 1920s. Because I just love that music and the fashion. And Gatsby vibes. I want to just see what that was like to go to a Gatsby party. I think that would be cool. This one. What has been your worst date? I don't know why you people think I go on loads of dates because I just don't. God, worst date. I'm gonna out someone here. Okay, so this was years ago. I was speaking to this guy and he didn't drive, which is fine. Well, no, it's not actually. Now for me that's a bit of a red flag. Unless you have a real reason why you can't drive, I don't really understand why you wouldn't. So I had to go and pick him up. We went to Nando's. Classy. Went to Nando's, which is fine. For some reason I ended up paying and I can't remember why. And then I wasn't really feeling it. He was a bit weird and then I ended up having to drive him all the way home. So nothing bad happened as such, it just wasn't a very good date. But I'm probably quite thankful that is my worst date and nothing worse has ever happened. This sushi is falling apart. It's not the vibe. Some of these are inappropriate. And you know who you are. Who's asked this inappropriate question, because I won't be answering it. Some of these are well deep. Worst experience with a boy. I'd probably say that one. I don't know, are we talking like just on a night out worst experience, or like a date worst experience? So I feel like everyone's had a bad experience on a night out with a boy. Not gonna lie, I do use the line, sorry I've got a boyfriend, way more often than I should, because I don't have a boyfriend. But sometimes it's just the quickest way to abort the situation. And right, it's a respectful thing. Like, well, I'd like to think if you turn around to a boy and said, oh sorry I've got a boyfriend, they'd be like, okay, and like lay off. But I don't know. Oh my god, my posture is so bad, I need to sit better. Gotta stop. Biggest regret? Bloody hell. I don't like to live life with regrets, but that was a regret. If you know, you know. I don't fucking know. Biggest regret? Yeah, I don't actually like to live life with regrets. Probably just taking it too far on nights out. Wake up the next morning with regret. And be a fear. But I wouldn't say I have like a regret. This is going to be a problem because it's massive. Yeah. No regrets. Last time you cried? Probably yesterday. No, I'm joking, I didn't cry yesterday. Did I cry yesterday? No. We're talking like laughing crying or just like upset crying? Because I laugh cry most days. Upset cry? It's got to be at least a week. Don't know why. Probably just had a mental breakdown, which I do most days. Why? So these are quite interesting. I'm guessing this person just wants to know. To answer this question, favourite clothing brand and favourite makeup brand. How can you choose? Clothing brand? I'd probably say Zara or Misguided. Although I don't spend as much money in those two as I do like PLT Boohoo, which is bad, I know, fast fashion. But Misguided, I just, every time I look on there, there's something I always like would like love. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Not that I would ever like necessarily wear that item, but I always see it, I'm like, wow, that's unreal. And the same with Zara. But then again, fucking Zara website's a nightmare to navigate, so. But yeah, you always see things on like fashion pages and it's from Zara. I'm like, I wouldn't even pick that up if I hadn't seen it on someone else. Makeup brand? I'd say, realistically, Be Perfect. I'm like a bit more higher brand, probably Charlotte Tilbury. I don't have a lot of Charlotte Tilbury stuff, but the stuff that I do have, insane. Do you believe in love at first sight? No, not really. I don't think you can literally look at someone and be like, I'm in love with you. Because they could be a dickhead. So, no, sorry. I think you can look at someone, not look at someone, but meet someone for the first time and know that they're special. And like, know how it's going to go. But I wouldn't say love at first sight. I think that's a bit unrealistic. Who is your celeb crush? Sebastian Stan. I don't know who that is. I don't want to explain. If you watch Gossip Girl, he played Carter Bazin in Gossip Girl. He's also a Winter Soldier in the Marvel franchise, and he's just played Tommy Lee in the new Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee TV show, where you see it more than we need to. There's nothing to the imagination. Full frontal nudity. Gets a bit weird, but it's what it is. I feel like I'm eating this really quickly. Need to slow down. Okay, let's keep it juicy. Do you use dating apps? I used to. Obviously had Tinder back in the day, but I deleted it because it was a bit shit. Had Hinge recently, but then deleted it because I needed the storage on my phone and never reinstalled it. But yeah, Hinge was better, to be fair. Better for the conversation. Obviously you have to answer questions on there, so you already have more to talk about because you can see if you have like similar interests rather than just going based off looks on Tinder. Obviously you used to go based off looks because the first thing you see is a picture, but at least you get a bit more information, and you have people's ages on there, like whether they smoke, whether they drink, their interests. I just think it's a bit nicer. But yeah, I've deleted it now and I don't have any plans to reinstall it, so no. Turn-ons. I think just being nice. That sounds really embarrassing, but when someone's just genuinely like a nice person and like good to you, I think that just kind of sums it up really. I know it's really rounded, but I think, yeah, just be a good person. And I think when your friends approve and your friends like that person, that is like really important to me. Like I wouldn't be with someone my friends didn't get along with, because that just kind of, no, friends come first, always. What's the phrase? Not bros before hoes. Kind of, but the other way around. But yeah, just a nice guy. But then are we talking sexually? Like a sexual turn on? Because I think it just depends on the person. One thing could turn you on for one person, but then another person could do it and it'd be repulsive. So I don't really know. It really depends. Favourite qualities in a guy? Okay, that kind of comes up the same. I think, yeah, a nice person, doesn't take life seriously. I can't stand people that take things too seriously. Can have a laugh, can have a joke, can drive. Has aspirations, isn't just like a bum. Knows what they kind of want to do. Is motivated. Ideally goes to the gym and looks after themselves, but it's not a priority. But I think a lot of people do that anyway, so. Yeah, just kindness. Not a dickhead, basically. No wandering eyes. What gives you the ick? Oh god. Where do I begin? Flip-flops. I can't fucking stand flip-flops when men wear flip-flops. It's a big fat. It's probably like my worst thing. Just don't wear flip-flops. Why would you? Blech. Like, you can wear sliders. Don't have a problem with sliders. Flip-flops? No. It's a big fat no for me. What else? To be fair, again, I think it really depends on the person. One person can do things, could do something and you'd be like, oh, that gives me the ick. And then someone else could do it and you'd be like, doesn't really bother you. I'm trying to think what else. That is a rounded thing. Flip-flops is like a big fat no from me. Something gave me the ick the other day and I can't remember what it was. It was on a TV programme, it wasn't anyone in real life. I'll come back to that one. Name a time you were at your happiest. So deep. Best Surridge, thanks for asking that question. I think my stomach is rumbling, but I'm eating. I'd say summer 2019 was my favourite summer ever, like the best summer. I don't know if that's because I compared it to summer 2020 because we couldn't do anything or what, but yeah. I'd say summer 2019 was so good. Went to Ibiza, loads of festivals. It was just a vibe. Yeah, I guess just whenever I'm with my friends, really. Kind of brings you back home and you're like, yeah, a vibe. I'm always happy when I'm with my friends. Every time. A bit embarrassing, but gonna get a bit wet. What's your love language? Probably buying presents and cooking. I buy presents for everything and anything. Like if a friend's down, they'll get a present to cheer them up. Galentine's, I send my friends presents for Galentine's. Birthdays, I always go OTT. I can't stick to a budget. It never goes very well. And probably, yeah, cooking. I love cooking. I cook every night. I like to feed. Like, I like when people eat my food and they compliment it. It just makes me feel happy. So yeah, probably cooking and gifting. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? Just one? Probably I'll do two. I'll do one physical and one mental. One thing I would change physically about my body is my stomach. Fair and square. Whenever I lose weight, I lose it from everywhere else first, and then I lose it from my stomach. So that's kind of annoying. And then mentally, I probably change that I overthink everything and I get upset by a lot of things. Like yesterday, I was getting upset because I felt like I'd abandoned one of my friends. When I kind of haven't. But yeah, I just overthought it. I talked myself down. And be like, it's not that deep. So yeah, those two probably. First kiss, I'm not going to be disclosing that information because I still know and / I'm friends with that person. Would say friends. Everyone seemed to ask what's your ideal date. But dream holiday destination. Oh my god. I have a lot of dream holidays that I want to go on. But probably like the Maldives. I know that's really boring because everyone wants to go to the Maldives, but it just looks unreal. Where else? Like Bora Bora. Also really want to go to Bali. That's like up there. Top of the list probably. And there's loads of places. But I said dream like if I was going on holiday, the Maldives, because I thought you relax there. Whereas like other places I want to visit would be like Thailand, Vietnam, like the whole of Asia pretty much. But then I probably wouldn't be holidaying, I'd probably be like travelling. Obviously Australia. I feel like I'm just naming a shitload of countries now, but we'll stick with the Maldives for a dream holiday destination. I think we'll go with that. I'm actually really full now, so I think I'm going to stop eating sushi. Mark my words though, because I'll probably end up eating some more in a minute. This is an interesting one. You can tell that Amber asked this question because she loves to go into people's lives. If you could have dinner with 6 people, alive or dead, who would you pick? I feel like I want to interview. Fuck me. 6 people. That's quite a lot. Freddie Mercury, 100%. Freddie Mercury, Elton John. Sebastian Stan. I should probably pick some women rather than just being rock for our men. Just people, not celebrities. I think I'll stick to celebrities. Or like people well known. Freddie Mercury, Elton John, Sebastian Stan, purely for the looks. So I did think about this the other day. There is a woman, but I can't remember who it was. I can't remember. It's gonna wind me up. I think Sheridan Smith. I love Sheridan Smith. Who's that? 4. Got 2 more. It's gonna wind me up now. I can't think. Alan Rickman. Oh, that's who I was thinking of. Alan Rickman. Got 1 more. 4. Meryl Streep. Freddie Mercury, Elton John, Sebastian Stan, Sheridan Smith, Alan Rickman, and Meryl Streep. I feel like I get the conversation in that room would be intense. Although I could just probably sit and talk to Freddie Mercury for the entire time. Oh, let me go to the next question. Biggest fear? Rejection. Fear of rejection. Don't really put myself out there because I don't want to be rejected. Also, I think I have a fear of being cold. Because I hate being cold. I'm always worried about if I'm going to be cold. Moving on. 3 things on your bucket list. We're getting deep again. Probably to have children. 3 kids. 2 boys and a girl. Not that I've planned it. Not that I can plan it. I think it's on my bucket list because I know that it's not possible for everyone, so I don't want to just assume that I will have children, because sometimes it doesn't happen. Or assume that I'll be able to have children, if that makes sense. Bucket list. I see Queen live with Adam Lambert, but the tickets are fucking expensive. So that's probably bucket list. I think that would be insane. And what else? Probably to do a skydive, which I know is a bit more accessible than the other 2. But it's not about doing the skydive, it's not about booking the skydive, it's about actually doing it. So I had to wait a couple of years before I've got the courage to actually do it. Let's see. I feel like I've mainly gone through all of these. Let's have a check. That's it. What a vibe. I don't even know how long we're going on for. 25 minutes. Perfect. But yeah, I think that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go and put this sushi in the back of the fridge so I don't have to look at it again because I'm insanely full. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.